Today I will show you how to complete a simple tax return. There are several rules that you must learn first. I am going to show you some of these rules, but due to time I will not be able to go in depth on the tax rules. The 16th Amendment. The Congress shall have the power to lay and collect taxes on income from whatever source is derived, without apportionment among the several states, and without regard to any census or enumeration. Here is our scenario. We have Sam and Annie Thompson, who have been married for 17 years, and they are going to file jointly. They have twins that are under the age of 14, whom they support 100%. Together they have income from their W-2 wages of $315,750, and they have net rental income of $9,500 and a gift from Sam's dad in the amount of $12,000. Their itemized deductions totaled $28,500. They paid in federal withholdings of $47,363. Okay, here is the standard deduction amounts for each of the filing statuses. As you can see, married filing jointly is $11,400. Since their standard is higher than their filing status's standard deduction, then they're going to take their itemized deduction instead of their standard deduction. Okay. Here is the tax table that we're going to use during this problem. As you can see, the tax brackets are this, and then, but not over this. And then this is their tax formula that we're going to use. Sam and Andy are going to file married filing jointly. They are going to take their itemized deductions instead of their standard deduction. They are going to claim 2 personal exemptions and 2 dependency exemptions, with a total of 4 exemptions. They will claim 2 for the child tax credit, and they are also going to claim the making work pay credit. And since they're married and they're filing jointly, they get to double the amount, which the normal amount is $400 for singles, so they'll get to double it to $800. The wages, the W-2 wages. Sam and Annie will have to claim all of their wages as wages and salary, which is reported on Form 1040 on line 7. And then the rental income that they received, they're going to also have to claim that as part of their income. And that's going to be on Form 1040, same form, line 17. The gifts. Sam and Andy will exclude the $12,000 as a gift. Since they were the person that received the gift, they do not have to pay the taxes on it. The person who gives the gift has to pay the taxes on it. And any person who gives money must pay taxes on the amount that exceeds $10,000 per person that they gave a gift to. And here is a tax formula. Income, which is broadly defined, there's multiple sources of income. Exclusions, there's multiple sources of exclusions that we can claim. And this is going to equal your gross income, less deductions from your AGI, which could be like alimony, any types of deductions that are qualified deductions for your AGI, and then you get your adjusted gross income, and then you get to subtract your deductions from AGI, which is your standard and your itemized deduction, and then you also get to subtract your personal and dependency exemptions, and this is going to equal your taxable income. And then you're going to take your taxable income and you're going to look back onto the tax tables, and you're going to find which bracket you fall under, and then you're going to calculate your taxable income, and then you're going to subtract any of your federal withholdings that you've made, and those are usually reported on your W-2 statement, and then you're going to also subtract any of your credits, like the child tax credit, and then also we're going to take the making work pay credit. And this is going to equal your tax due or your refund due. But first, let's go back and to the scenario and fill in this worksheet that I've created. Okay, we have Sam and Annie, and it's going to be for 2010, and their filing status is going to be married, filing jointly. So and then their wages, we see that they're this amount, so we're going to put that amount in here. So 315,750. And then their rental income, we're going to include that. And then the gift from their dad, we're going to include it in the income, but later we will exclude it from the income, which I've already pre-calculated everything up, and this is going to be their gross income. And then the itemized deductions was at $28,500. And then their standard, remember, was $11,400. And we're going to take the greater of the two, and that's going to be $28,500. And personal exemptions, we stated that they have 2 twins, which they claim as their dependents, and then both Annie and Sam are qualified, so they have 4, which each personal exemption, you get to take $36.50, so $3,650 per person that we're going to claim on there. So that's why we have $14,600, and then this is going to be their taxable income. So we're going to go to the tax bracket, and we're going to see which one they fall under. Let me go. Okay, here's the tax bracket. Okay, they fall under, since their taxable income is $282,150, they're going to fall between this one and this one. So we're going to use this information for their tax formula. So we're going to, it says, but not over the amount of $209,250. So we're going to put the $209,250. And that's going to give us the excess amount, which we are going to subtract, or we're going to multiply by 33%, because that's their tax bracket amount. And that's going to give us our excess that is over the $209 at 33%. And then we're going to add in this amount, because that is their tax bracket amount that they have to be taxed on. Alright, and this is going to give us our total tax due. But remember, they get the child tax credit for each child, which they have 2 children, so they get $2,000, because it's $1,000 per child. Their federal withholdings that they paid in were, let's go back to the scenario, $47,363, so I will put that in here. And then the making work pay credit, which I said was $400 per person, so they're going to get to claim $800 on that. And then this amount right here is going to be their tax due. This is what the taxpayer is going to have to claim on their taxes. I wanted to go over a 1040 with you and let you know how it's going to be filled out. As you can see, the husband goes first because he's head of household. He's the head. And then the wife goes second. And social security numbers, address. And then you get a claim. You choose which filing status you're going to do. And they have chosen to file jointly, so they're going to do married filing jointly. And then it says, who are you going to claim? You're going to claim yourself, your spouse, so you enter 2 on here. And then your dependents, which is Jessica and Jennifer, they're going to claim them. And so they get 2 on there, and each one of them qualify for the child tax credit, which gives a total of 4 exemptions. Here is their wages that they received on their W-2s. And then this is their rental income, which is on line 17. And this is their total income. As you can see, we did not put the $12,000, the gift that they received, on here because there is nowhere to claim it. And then they have no adjustments, from AGI. Okay, and so their total income comes all the way down on page 2 of the 1040. And then here we see that we've added our itemized deductions, which was $28,500, and we subtracted that from our taxable income, our adjusted gross income. And then we also subtracted the exemptions, which they had 4 of them, so it totaled $14,600. And this is going to equal your taxable income, which we already calculated up already. And then here we can see that we had to go to the tax bracket and figure out what their taxable income is using this amount. And we've already done that on the pre-tax formula that I've done. And then we bring that down to 46, and here's the child tax credit that we get to claim, and we're going to subtract that out on line 55, and then we're going to bring line 55 down again to line 60. And then on line 61, we're going to enter our federal tax withholdings that were withheld on the W-2, which is reported on the W-2 form. And then also the making work pay credit of $800. And those credits add up to $48,163. And then you take the difference from line 60 and 72, and this is going to be the amount due. Alright, I hope this helps you in some degree of filing your taxes for 2011, but also remember, the rules, tax brackets, credits may change, so be sure that you read and follow the 1040 instructions when filing the 1040. Thank you.